Welcome, all collectors, to another episode of Boomin Sports Cards, the podcast where the hobby stays hot and the card stays booming. I'm one of your hosts, Jason.
And I'm Alex. So we'll be discussing last minute prep for the Nationals, crucial 4 safety tips, and top 5 essential apps. So let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's do it. So, roughly over 100,000 collectors attended the National last year, making it the biggest week in the sports card hobby, with thousands of dealers, collectors, and millions of dollars in cards all under one roof. It's important to stay aware and protect yourself and your collection. A little preparation goes a long way. So, here are some few tips to help you enjoy the show with confidence. So, Alex, what should they do first?
Keep a backpack, one in front, zippered. Packed conventions aisles make pickpocketing or accident opening of bags very easy. Keep trade bags zipped, locked, and worn on your chest in tight crowds.
Definitely. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
we've seen those stories where it's mostly like towards vendors, people like just pick up a card and they take it. But this can happen to anyone. People can just pickpocket you, just quick zipper, take the zipper off, and then just grab your card and just walk the other way. And you won't be able to see them because you're pretty much shoulder to shoulder with people in these crowds. And yeah, keeping your personal belongings in front of you is very important.
It's really hard to feel when somebody's opening the backpack. You have a thick book bag on, yeah, you're gonna have a hard time feeling if anybody's going through your bag. So you gotta keep it in front of you just to keep yourself safe. What's the next tip, Jason?
The next tip is never leave slabs or binders unattended when negotiating. When negotiating or making trades, keep your Pelican case or binder in hand or secured between your feet. Never set high values on the item table edge where someone can swipe them while you are distracted. It's very similar, like we said. This people can have hands. Those what do you call them? Some S hands. They can take your
Yeah.
stuff in an instance, and like having your stuff for display or like having it on someone's table, someone can take it. Personally, I like to carry just a fanny pack across my shirt, like top of my shirt. Because you can hold that up front. It's easy to move. You're not bumping into people with a huge backpack. But just be prepared. And yeah, slabs, binders, cases. Make sure they're with you all the time, visible. Be aware of your surroundings.
Be aware. Keep your stuff near you. The next tip is the buddy system for high value moves. If you're carrying large cash amount or high dollar inventory, never walk to the parking garage, hotel rooms alone after dark. Travel in pairs.
Yeah, I mean the Rosemont area where this is taking place is very populated because there's a mall right around the corner. There's a food area around the corner. There's a lot of stuff going around in the Nationals and stuff that's not around the Nationals because there's also like a like a theater next door. So be aware, stay with your friends, stay with your family. Um, yeah, just protect your stuff because there's gonna be so many people. There's trade nights at every pretty much hotel around there and thousands of people. So yeah, stick with your buddy or yeah, just be aware.
What's the next tip, Jason?
Hide your show badge outside the venue. Stash the national badge inside your pocket the second you leave the convention center. Wearing it in nearby restaurants or garage advertises that you're carrying valuable cards. Like we said, there's so much value in the national. Just a card can be $100 or it can be 40, 50, $100,000, and that badge can bring attention, and sometimes it can be unwanted attention.
Yeah, with the rise of card shows and like the hobby, people are more aware about how valuable sports cards are, Pokemon cards, anything card based. People just are know gonna be like, hey, I know this stuff is valuable, so if I take this off, I could sell it online or sell it somewhere else. Overall, yeah, just be careful. People are getting more aware about card shows, so let's not flash our cards. No, let's not flash where we're coming from.
Yeah, and these parking garages, sure they have cameras in that, but people are can be sneaky and like I don't know, beat you up, take your binder, take your belongings, and you won't be able to do anything. Next thing you know it, you're out of your Caleb Williams card that you just bought, Alex,
No, please.
because a big dude just took you out and like not even to dinner, they just beat you up.
No, my card is gone, and I didn't get any dinner.
Yeah, facts. What's
Next
next,
tip.
Alex?
The next tip is a packed high capacity power bank. Cell service searching indoors burns phone batteries fast. Bring a portable charger so you aren't stranded with a dead phone at 2 p.m. Yeah, the with the Nationals being in the Stephen A. Convention Center. they have terrible service. I'm not gonna lie. So your phone's constantly trying to get one bar throughout the building, and with the phone constantly searching for a bar, your phone's dying faster. So try to have a charger or a power bank just in case your phone starts to get low on battery.
Yeah, now phone days they drain through battery just by having apps open in the background. And during the national, you will have a lot of apps, which would lead to our next topic, which is our central apps of the national. But these power banks are very vital because you want to have your phone, you want to check these prices, and without it, you can get ripped off, and you won't be able to you just be stranded in that area. Sure, there's a lot of traffic there, but stay prepared. Keep your phones charged.
Keep your phones charged.
So, with thousands of tables and non-stop activity, having the right apps can make the national experience much easier. From checking card values to staying connected, here are some essential apps every collector should have before the show. So, Alex, this was one of the apps I was telling you about. So,
LUDEX.
Ludex. Um, it features now the National Sports Card Convention floor layout. I'm pretty sure they had this last year, but it was less interactive. Now you can click like every single table, and it can show you what the brand is, what kind of table it is, like the shop if it's attributed to a shop. It's very easy to like star them as well because that can if you looked at something cool, you can just save that number of the table and just go right after it. It's a very cool interactive app that obviously has other features, but for the national, it's very vital having this app.
Yeah, I remember they had the app last year, but it wasn't really that not that good, in my opinion. I think hope they worked out the kinks this year so it could be more interactive and easier to use, so we could find the cards we need to find and find the booths we want to find. So can't wait to use it.
Yeah, it has like booth numbers, specific you can pin your specific vendors, locate autograph zones, just straight from your phone. I mean, it's very important to have this app because you'll quickly realize there's so many tables and you can get lost really quick. And you want to get to like those free items, like shops and like vendors, manufacturers. So that app can lead you the way and make your experience so much easier. So Alex, what is the next card?
eBay. I know. Yep, eBay the app. eBay has a built-in card scanner and price guide. eBay just recently updated their mobile app with the feature that lets you scan cards, snap a photo of a raw or graded card instantly to pull eBay's completed sales, including best offer prices, CGC, PSA, population, whatever you think of. Perfect for a quick comp right at the dealer booth. It's a good way to not to dig. It's not that bad. In my personal opinion, I use it every day to see prices of cards when I'm putting them up on eBay. To let you know that eBay has recently just put this up, and that it only has the history of 2 years of like older cards. So anything older than 2 years, you're not gonna find the history in that card. So that's what I found out the other day, that the data only it goes back 2 years. So
That's interesting. Yeah, I really love this feature that eBay added. It's so much easier. You just click a listing, and there's like view inside of the card, and it can lead you to when it's sold, how much it's sold, the trend, a lot of valuable information. And when looking at these cards at the national, it's important to take your time to look at these cards. Everyone knows it's a business. Everyone knows everyone wants the best deal. So using an app like eBay to get the best price possible is very important. And just by simply taking a picture of it, I mean, you can get so much information. So yeah, eBay is probably my one or two top two in all the apps to use in the national.
yeah, it's gonna be one of the great apps to use to get comps fast. The way it works, snap a photo, it'll scan the card and actually look up matches, and then you have to look through it, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine to find a good deal. What is the next app, Jason?
So the next app is Market Movers. Just like eBay, this is a heavyweight market analytics app. So it pretty much gives historical price charts, multi-platform sales tracking. It's different from the last year. I don't know if people are casuals or haven't used this app too much. They changed pretty much their whole interface. Now you look up the card, the specific card, and that leads you to the prices and everything. Previously, it was only like the player you can track and gives you like a big list. Um, but yeah, it's a good app. Check the prices. Um, pretty much tracks from like anything from eBay, Fanatics, Collects. Yeah, so it's a nice tracking app. Make sure the prices are correct of the items you're buying. So market movers is very important.
Yeah, Jeff Wilson. We might, yeah, Jeff Wilson loves market movers. So if you see a bunch of market movers ads, and then and you see a guy who's telling you to download market movers, that's Jeff Wilson. But yeah, market
Don't do
movers
it.
is
Actually,
a
do it.
I know, right? Yeah, market movers is free, but there's some limitations. If you do want to get subscription, it has to be like $10 a month. You get a little bit more features to help buy cards, track your collection. But overall, it's still free to use. Next app we got price charting. 100% free. It has the same thing as market movers, where you could search up the cards. You can actually take pictures of the cards, and I'll try to identify the nearest card that looks like it. It tracks about eBay, Heritage, WCC, and more features that included are what do you call it? It tells you what ungraded cards estimated PSA slabs are, like tens and nines. So if you're thinking of buying a raw card and there's no PSA tens, uh there's gonna be a feature on there where it tells you what the estimated prices is. But it's not the exact, like, it's not what it really is worth until you actually sell it. But it gives you like overall estimate of like the card's PSA 10. But this is a good excellent budget alternative if you need a quick photo based comp checks and without paying any subscription.
Yeah, it's a dope app. I use it a lot just to like track my collection. But yeah, finding prices, it helps with that. There are some inaccurate prices, so it's always
Yeah.
important to double check your prices and what that actually item sold, the actual listing of the item. But price charting is a very cool app. Yeah, 100% free. You can't beat free. Dope app. Which leads to our fifth app. It's Card Ladder, industry leading sales database going back to 2000, covers millions of verified historical sales across major platforms, verified player indexes, and population reports. So Card Ladder, it's not one of the apps I use frequently. Um, I feel like it's very limited for the free stuff, for the free options. So, but from what I've heard, it's very good. I see it promoted everywhere. Like we said, there's so much analytical things they provide. It's a dope app. Just yeah, it's a little limited. What's your thoughts on Card Ladder?
Card Ladder is another way to look at prices. It ranges from $15 to $20 a month. It's really not that great for free. So this is something, if you are trying to get into bigger like card collecting and card buying, and you really want to be a pro at it, I recommend getting Card Ladder. But it's much more expensive than market movers. So if you do want to get the better option, well, I personally think market movers is better, but Card Ladder has the exact last sale of that card you're looking for. So it's something, if you want to go to toe with a seller and get the right prices. Yeah. And then they also do like a market players. So if you want to see a player is trending well and how see other cards are doing, you can look up their name and see if there are any cards being sold. So like when I look up Acuna, and I'm like, okay, cool, is my investment coming back? And then I see that no one's buying his cards, and I get a little bit sad. So
Damn, hate to see it.
I hate to see
Yeah,
it.
I'm looking at it right now. There's a lot of cool features. Check all the indexes of like each sport. Yeah, football, basketball, even like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. For the pro version, which is you got to pay a little bit more, there's a watch list where you tracks the items prices and just a collectionary section. So it's a dope app. Like you said, it's limited. I love market movers a little bit more than Card Ladder. That's just preference, but check it out. So another app is 130 Point. To go browse the go-to browser app tool to double check exact accepted offer values on specific eBay sales when evaluated individual high ticket cards. So pretty much you look up the exact name of the card and it gives you the most recent sales. You can see if it was an offer, if it how it sold on bid. It just gives you more information. It's very cool that it goes to the specific sale. Sometimes it's down for me. I don't know. How about your experience with 130 Point?
I don't know. I haven't had, maybe like once. I haven't had I haven't really been using 3130 point as much. I only use it for to find comps that have been, because when most sales on because 130 point uses eBay sales, and they usually have like whatever golden and like for other they have like separate. 130 point does separate like history on a card. So, but usually majority used on eBay. So, say if a card has sold on eBay and I need to know what the price is, I'll copy the title of that card or the sale, plug it into 130 point, and it'll tell me like the accepted offer, because the accepted offer on eBay's don't show. They just cross the price out, and then you really don't know how much it really went for. And 130 points is a good way to see what that card sold for. And maybe and you get to see various other sales of the same card. It is limited though. Due to the fact that you have to use certain keywords for the card in order for other sales history to pop up. But it is something that you could use to see what the offer went for. So it could just help you determine what price asking you want to do for a card.
Yeah, I absolutely love that it displays the accepted offer because yeah, when you go on eBay, it just shows it xed out and it's sold, and you won't be able to know like how much it actually sold. So that's very cool feature they have, and not many of these like price charting cards have that. So yeah, 130 point, very very cool app. Alex, so what's our last one? What should everyone
Then,
have?
well, everybody should have it because it's used for daily life. But this could be used daily as a card collector. Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, whatever ways you use to send money. It's a peer-to-peer digital payment, which sellers don't accept credit cards or cash run low. Say if a seller doesn't have a lot of money to exchange. Say if you bought an expensive card, but they need change, but they don't have the exact change. The Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App could be the way to send the card, and everybody's happy. Um, Pro tip: don't let's set up a Face ID anyway to get past passwords, but also keep it secured. So let's keep it secured, something fast, so that you're not wasting the seller's time by trying to log into your way of selling what do you call the card, or sending money. My bad. But overall, cash is king, but this does come in handy when you're able to be flexible with the seller, and they're like, all right, I'll do PayPal or Zelle and Venmo. So yeah.
Yeah, having probably all three of these is very important because people don't want to share their numbers, so Zelle's out the way. Some people don't want to bother with Venmo and only use PayPal or the opposite. So having all these apps is important because maybe you see something really cool towards the end of the show and you're all out of cash. So having virtual currency like ways to like send money over, it's important because next you know you have a great deal and you don't have cash. So always important have these apps just in life, but in the show important is more important. So yeah, that's all the apps you should use in the national. It's very important to be prepared because you don't know what comes your way. Maybe you can't find a booth that you were just at, and you can use the map to look for it, or you can look for the prices of these cards you don't get scammed. So yeah, use these apps.
Use the apps. That's you guys. This is probably the last episode before the nationals. So, you guys have fun out there. Be safe. Make some friends. That's the whole hobby is about making friends and having a good time.
Absolutely. So now let's move on to Collector's Corner. Woo! Collector's
Whoa,
Corner.
whoa!
Whoa. All right, Alex, let's start with players on the radar. What players are you looking at? Anything cool that you want to buy? What is on your radar?
I want to buy everything, Jason. Come on, like, don't you just look at like a Tom Brady and you're like you like watch list a Tom Brady card and you're like, man, one day.
Yeah. Yeah,
J-
but it's hard.
Jason has it in his cart and he just can't press the button to buy a freaking $2,000 uh Tom
One
Brady
day.
card.
Sometimes I think I was like, if I sell my whole collection, I could probably get that Chrome Tom Brady card, that
I know.
rookie Chrome Tom
I
Brady
look
card.
at that and you're like, man, I can buy these cards later again.
I can restart my collection and just have one badass card.
Then you could just tell everybody, yeah, I have a Tom Brady rookie card. And you're like, you do? What else? And you're like, what else do you have? I'm like, that's
That
all.
that's it, and then you get past that to your family.
Generational
Yeah,
wealth.
generational. Yeah. So what players is
Um,
on your radar?
so Topps Chrome just popped out, and I'm sad because it's expensive as hell. Jacob Mazeroski cards, a refractor, man, a wave refractor is going for $100, which is crazy. Yeah, him, Murakami, and then I've been looking at the guy you told me, Igor Denim. How's you say his
Yeah,
name?
Igor Demon. Yeah, yeah, from the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, yeah. Looking at him and the other player, Miguel Vargas, he's killing it right now. He's did a home run at the All Star game. People are looking at him more what do you call it, favorable. So he's looking good. I was looking at more cards now. I wish I would have bought more cards of his, like maybe about a month or two ago. What do you call it? It is like a more, like not more expensive, but just twice. But yeah, he's on the radar right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, he was one of those players where not much was expected. He's not a very well known player, and then all of a sudden he's an all star, killing it with the White Sox, and right now pretty much tied for first in their division. So that's those aren't bad players at all.
What about
On
you?
my
Okay.
radar, yeah, on my radar, I'm looking at Chicago champions. So I was talking to Alex. I was like, I really want to start a new binder. I haven't finished my first one, which is the blackout set. Almost done. Uh, but I want to get more Chicago team champions. So like the 2005 White Sox, the Cubs, the Blackhawks dynasty. So it had like their starting lineup in a binder or like some type of display be kind of cool. So like Patrick Kane, Paul Konerko, Kyle Schwarber, having like those cards, getting a cool card. I'm not sure if I want to go with like an auto for each of these players. They're not too expensive, probably like $20 a piece, but like obviously the big players are like 100, like Patrick Kane and like Jonathan Tays. That's like 100 probably each, but like those are cool players overall. So I don't know if I want to do autos or just like cool like numbered cards and cool just like I don't know random cards of theirs. But yeah, so that's on my radar.
Patrick Kane might come back to Chicago to play with this guy, so I can't wait.
Yeah, Bedard, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope if that happens. So now let's
Uh,
move on to experiences, Alex. I'll start off first. So the World Cup just finished. I got that PSA 10 Lamine Yamal Chrome UEFA Champions League card. It didn't go up as much. He didn't have like a crazy World Cup, unfortunately. Yeah, he won the World Cup, which is pretty dope. I had 19 years old, but he didn't have that many goals. I'm pretty sure he only had one goal and like 3 or 4 assists, but he's still super young. There's popularity is there. Card didn't go up that much, but I think I'm gonna sell it at the National. So that's what I've been thinking about this week.
Jason's about to get lowballed out of his mind.
I already know it because it's like it's sometimes hover like I think it like hovers around like 600 something, but like they a bunch been selling around like 500, like 90. So it's a little weird. The sales are weird. Like the buy now price is like 675, but last sold is like 540 or something like that. So I don't know. Probably be lowball.
He's gonna get lowballed out of his mind. That's the funny part. Like some guys are gonna be like, Jason's like, oh, it goes for $1,000. Some guys are like, all right, 500, and you're like, what the hell?
But I don't
five
want to
hundred
like sell it
dollars.
online either because then you gotta go through authentication, takes forever, fees. So like, there's a trade off, but I'll figure it out. I'll see what goes around.
We're gonna. I'm gonna just hope. Well, Jason's smart enough. He'll have the apps that we mentioned earlier, so he won't get lowballed and screwed on his card.
Facts.
Same thing for me. Mini Mall. I sent me and Jason recently. What the experience for that is that me and Jason both got a Mini Mall Jade card. It's the paper one, not the chrome. But for $25 to back in March, the prices were going crazy for me, and I bought it for 25, and that's 125 dollars. And I sent it to get graded back in March, and I'm hoping it gets a 10 because the last sale was $700 for a 10, which that'd be crazy to get because I might keep it or I might use it as a trade. But
That'd be dope.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that'd be crazy. It's a cool card. I really like that card that we got.
It's a nice card, and then uh, I didn't have anything else going on. I sold my Messi card. I doubled it, double the price. I sold it before the World Cup, by the way. And one of the things is that it was off centered horribly. Somebody still bought it for $60, and right after the World Cup, he lost. So kind of glad I got that
We use
card out of my
scammer.
head. It's not a W scam. It's just
Scammer alert.
scammer
Alex,
alert.
why are you scamming people now? That's on them. If they don't see the image, it's on.
I was waiting for because it got delivered, and I was just waiting for that one review saying card was centered wrong, and I'm like, it's in the picture, man. Can't. Card condition is fine. Corners are fine. Everything's fine. The card's not damaged. It's just it's off centered horribly. But
That's on them.
yeah, can't wait to see that PSA 10 Lamine Yamal coming. That's supposed to come in August or September, but we'll see it when we see it.
Damn.
That's gonna do it for today's episode of Boom Sports Cards. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to give us a follow on social media or wherever you enjoy podcasts. Stay ripping, stay collecting. Remember, the hobby's always booming. We'll catch you next time. We'll catch you at the Nationals. Hope we get to make some friends out there, Jason.
Hell yeah. Get them deals as well. See ya.
See you.